Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. We truly appreciate your time and your willingness to be out here in this beautiful weather. I'd like to welcome our Norman Regional trustees who are here. Thank you all for being here. To our healers who are also in the audience, Mayor Heikela, Commissioner Slatton Hodges, all of you, our distinguished guests. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this momentous occasion. We're here to celebrate the ground topping ceremony for the Behavioral Health Center at the Porter Health Village. I just want to say that again because it has a great ring to it. The Behavioral Health Center at the Porter Health Village. What a wonderful phrase. And I want to also apologize. Many of you had this on your calendar a few weeks back, and so I want to apologize for the fits and starts leading up to this momentous day. We attempted, I don't know, 2 or 3 groundbreakings, and we were rained out or the threat of severe weather. And so I truly appreciate your being here today, your patience, your understanding, and your willingness to try and try again. We made it. And before we officially get started, I'd just like for all of us to take a quick look over my shoulder across the parking lot. The building that you see on the horizon there, that is actually the Senior Wellness Center, or formerly the Senior Wellness Center. It's the Adult Wellness Center for the city of Norman. It's another Norman Forward project that's coming to fruition. So well done to the city of Norman. Thank you, Mayor Heikela. We look forward to its opening later this summer. Earlier, you may have picked up on the use of the phrase ground topping. So I think I need to explain that to you. It's really an invented phrase by me because we are in a different place than the original groundbreaking, and we're not quite to the topping out ceremony. So you see to my right a beam. That beam is available for signature later, but the structure's not quite there. And obviously we're late for the actual official groundbreaking. So today we are celebrating the ground topping ceremony, which is truly just a symbolic event that in general terms marks the overall progress of construction of this brand new 48-bed behavioral health hospital located on the Porter Health Village campus right here in Norman, Oklahoma. This new adult psychiatric hospital expands our existing inpatient behavioral health unit that is currently located inside the Porter Hospital. And with this new facility, we are growing from 20 beds to 48 beds. That's a 140% increase in new adult inpatient psychiatric beds. This project also includes the addition of comprehensive outpatient services. This new behavioral health center was envisioned as part of our Inspire Health strategy, and it was planned long before the COVID pandemic began. Unfortunately, COVID has unmistakably revealed the tremendous need for more accessible mental health services across our state and our country. Norman Regional is filling the gap with this great new facility and even greater people. And speaking of great people, you will soon hear from Dr. Farhan Javed, who is the facility's medical director, and he will tell you about the important ways in which this new hospital will benefit those in need of mental health treatment, and both on the inpatient and outpatient side. So you will also hear from our project partner, Oceans Healthcare. We're proud to remind you today that this hospital is a result of a new and strong partnership forged between Norman Regional and Oceans Healthcare. And you will hear directly from them momentarily. As Norman Regional was exploring potential partners to help expand adult psychiatric services in Norman, we held a number of interviews. And during that process, we knew we had found in Oceans Healthcare a fellow provider who shared our vision, our culture of excellence, and our passion to help others. It was an easy decision for us, one that was teeming with mutual respect and a shared vision to deliver comprehensive, patient-centered care in the field of behavioral health. And shortly, Stuart Archer, the CEO of Oceans Healthcare, will tell us more about their company and their commitment to providing the best possible care and treatment for those in need. As you all know, the demand for high-quality behavioral health care has never been greater. And the demand for the treatment for those services far outpace our ability to provide those services. So we believe this new hospital, it is a critical, vital community resource that will help provide hope and healing to those struggling with behavioral and mental health issues. This hospital will be much more than a beautiful new state-of-the-art building. It will be a powerful symbol of hope. It will represent Norman Regional's ongoing commitment to provide high-quality patient care to this community and far beyond. We are grateful for the support of our partners, Oceans Healthcare, and our colleagues who have helped make today a dream come true. It has been years in the making, truly years in the making, and we are thrilled to see it well underway. So just consider this. In roughly 1 year, lives will be transformed on this site. Our family, friends, and our neighbors will be able to receive the help they need in this beautiful new facility. So in closing, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to everyone involved in this project, and there were many. This is yet another Inspire Health promise made, promise kept by your local community health provider, Norman Regional Health System. To our Norman Regional healers, and especially Dr. Javed, thank you for your patience, adaptability, compassion, and unending devotion to our patients. To our patients and their families, thank you for placing your trust in Norman Regional Health System all of these years. I am most confident that this bond of trust will only be fortified through our partnership with Oceans Healthcare. And to Oceans Healthcare, thank you for your patience, your support, your collaboration, and your willingness to take this journey with us. Our partnership truly demonstrates the power of collaboration and expertise of two great organizations coming together to address a community's mental health issues. To Crossland Construction, thank you for your commitment to excellence in this project. This building is much more than bricks and mortar. It is a place of healing. So, your construction expertise and skills will have an impact on countless lives for many years to come. No pressure as the building comes out of the ground. Norman Regional is excited to see this hospital take shape, and we look forward to our continuing efforts to provide essential behavioral health and mental health treatment and support for our patients and their families. Together, we are building a truly positive and promising future, and I look forward to seeing our patients, our health system, and our community thrive and prosper in the years ahead. So at this time, I'd like to introduce to you Stuart Archer, President and CEO of Oceans Healthcare, to tell you more about their organization. Welcome, Stuart.
Good morning, everyone. Hello, I'm Stuart Archer. I'm the CEO of Oceans Healthcare, and it's truly an honor to be here today to celebrate what will become the Behavioral Health Center at the Porter Health Village. As we begin, I would like to thank Norman Regional Health System for their partnership. This project has been many years in the making, and we're honored to collaborate with such a highly respected organization to expand its rich history of mission-driven behavioral health services in South Central Oklahoma. From the beginning, we share a common vision of increasing access and providing behavioral health care to those the most in need. We're excited about the future and proud to be standing alongside a team of healthcare providers whose mission it is to expand behavioral health care services. I want to extend an additional gratitude to Mayor Larry Highcliffe, Norman city leaders, and community for placing your trust in us as we embark upon this endeavor. I also want to personally thank Commissioner Slayton Hodges, whose vision and passion for behavioral health services and improving the lives of those in Oklahoma has been inspiring for us and certainly has helped us as we've looked at expanding both here and across the state. Our commitment to quality behavioral health care is paramount. It's because of this dedication and the hard work of the caregivers in our organization that we're able to meet the need of the communities we serve. And from the beginning, we've been just frankly blown away by the care that's been provided here at Norman Regional and the care in the hospital today. So we look forward to working with those caregivers today and expanding on the services they provide. One of our founding principles is that we believe that we're smarter together. We believe in partnerships like this where we provide services and develop new programs that expand access to much needed care. And at the root of everything we do is an unwavering commitment to treating our patients with the dignity and respect they deserve, and is one of our company's core values. We are passionate about helping individuals attain the best quality of life, and this means not only offering the highest quality behavioral health services, but also expanding access. So the more that people can get the care that they need in the communities they live. Here and across the country, we're seeing the need for behavioral health care services grow. Mental health challenges are at an all time high, and few communities have the resources they need to meet this demand. And too often, it is the most vulnerable among us that suffer. So now more than ever, we believe partnerships like this are part of the solution. There is no doubt that the road ahead of us is long and the needs are great, but we're excited to be here today and to take these first steps towards helping more people get the care they need and deserves. When we open our doors next year, this 48-bed hospital will provide both inpatient and expanded outpatient behavioral health care to adults and seniors. Until then, we'll be hard at work creating a healing space designed specifically to treat this unique needs of behavioral health patients with compassion, dignity, and respect. We're proud to join your community and contribute alongside our fellow healthcare providers to a framework and infrastructure that saves lives. I look forward to watching this hospital come to life over the next several months and to work with all of you to fully meet the needs here in the community. Thank you again for being here with us today to celebrate. With this, I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Javed, Medical Director of Norman Regional's Behavioral Medical Services, and will continue as the future leadership with us at the new Behavioral Health Center.
Thank you all for coming, and thank you for the introduction. So, I am Dr. Javed. I have been very privileged to be serving as the chair and the medical director of our behavior medicine services for the last 12 years. This is a momentous occasion for us. We are very excited on the behavior medicine side because we'll be getting a new home. We'll be able to provide the same great service in a much bigger, better, nicer facility. To give you a historical perspective, our behavior medicine unit has been in working for last 38 years. When I joined about 12 years ago, we had an older 30-year-old unit, and we decided to expand our services to fulfill the needs of our community. We started off with making a newer unit, which is now about 9 years old, which is very loved by our patients, and they tell us that we provide a great care there. At the same time, we decided to provide mental health services to our patients who are on the medical floors, and we started a very comprehensive consultation service. Then we trained our our residency program. All of our 4 years or 4 ERs are completely equipped to handle any psychiatric emergencies and crisis situations. So over these last 12, 13 years, we have created an umbrella of mental health services throughout our organization. So anyone who's at any floor of our medical system can get psychiatric health services, which is of great need to us. And now the time had come for us to keep on moving forward. And one good day, I remember I was called by our CEO, Mr. Splitt, and I was like, "Am I in trouble again?" But luckily, I was not. And he gave me the news that we were working towards the Inspire Health, and a big portion of that would be making a roughly 50-bed independent psychiatric facility. And I was very pleased and honestly kind of in disbelief, because in this day and age we hear people and organizations and Facebook and TV and interviews, people talking about mental health all the time, but not many people are able to do much about it. And we are very fortunate to have a leadership, a group of leaders who understood from the very beginning, and I say this all the time, that without providing adequate mental health services, you cannot provide complete medical care. It is essential for us to treat mental health as we treat the rest of our medical care services. So we set out on this journey of making our behavior medicine more advanced and more accessible to our community and fill the needs. And at that time, we started to look for a partner. We looked at different places, and fortunately, we had an opportunity to visit with the Oceans Group. And I have to thank Mr. Archer and his group. I actually went to look at their facilities. I was welcomed, and everything was very transparent and open. And I was so impressed. I felt like we were in a sister facility. The way they were following the procedures and protocols. And I came back and I told Richie that I tried my best to find a fault in them, but I wasn't able to. So from there onwards, the process proceeded, and here we are. The teams have been working very hard to make this a success. And during this time, I will tell you that we have a great group of individuals who've been serving with us for last 38 years, and I would like to acknowledge some of them. We are privileged to have the longest acting staff member in history of Norman Regional working with us for 50 years, Mr. Randy Wallace, the longest acting charge nurse in the history of Norman Regional, 38 years, Barbara Hudson, and among the longest acting social worker case managers, Joanna Dyer, and they all work for behavior medicine. It makes me so proud that this is the staff who had laid the foundation of behavior medicine services in this town and have helped our people and communities. We have set a culture where we treat people with respect and dignity, and when they come to us, they feel like they're treated like one of us. And that's the goal and image that we have, that we will keep on moving forward to this beautiful building here. To tell you a little bit about the future, we will be in the process of making this 48 bed facility. We will have 24 beds assigned to adults and 24 beds assigned to geriatrics. As we know, there's a huge need for geriatric treatment in our communities. We will also be having intensive outpatient counseling programs where the patients can come and do counseling and they don't have to stay inpatient. It's like a step down from inpatient, and then they can go homes. And we will continue to provide care for them as well. During this period, when they come to a facility, they get evaluated by the nursing staff. They will have complete medical evaluations, psychiatric evaluations done by psychiatric professionals, and then we will be providing them with different multitude of therapeutic modalities. Like, for example, at our unit, we currently provide individual counseling, group counseling, activity therapies, craft therapies, meditation therapies, pet therapies, yoga therapies, you name it, we do it. And with this newer facility, we'll be providing the same great services in a bigger, better, nicer, aesthetically pleasing facility with outdoor facilities available as well. So I am very excited about this, and I cannot hold my excitement, how happy I am about this, because we have been working on this for a long period of time. I believe the people of Norman and the community deserve this, and we are here to serve, and we are honored to be a part of this project, and we will make it a success. I always say that failure is never an option for us. So I'm very happy for this. Thank you, all of you, for coming, and I'll end by saying that the state of the union is in great hands. Thank you so much. And now I would like to introduce our mayor of this great city of Norman, Mr. Larry Heikela.
It's absolutely beautiful out here, isn't it? This is absolutely a wonderful thing, and it's neat to be here at this time because this is rather historic to me. Because if you don't believe that we're in the middle of a mental health crisis, sit down and watch the evening news for 5 nights in a row. Read the newspapers for a week. Look at the ward pages and the things that go on in the ward pages. We as citizens are bombarded with images of discontent, factional rhetoric, dysfunction as a society. We are overstimulated, overwrought, and with anxiety and fear, and there seems to be no peace for our souls. When I was thinking about that word as I was writing this, I was reminded of a word that's in the Hebrew language, and that word is shalom. Those who translate shalom as peace miss quite a bit of the meaning that comes from that. It is a word that actually means wholeness. It means the absence of anxiety, all those things that bother us. And that's what we're missing, in my opinion, from a lot of what we have here in Norman. We don't have that central peace that goes through life. We desperately need the practitioners that are going to bring us this kind of behavioral health center at this campus. The thing is this center allows us as residents to receive the mental health care that we need and to be able to do it so closely to home. A special interest to me, of course, is the services that you're going to provide to those that are over 55. I get that go. Uh, I know all too well the stresses of hearing you got cancer. You're going to be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. I know what it's like to have somebody tell me, a doctor tell me, your wife needs major surgery. Those kinds of stressors, those kinds of things are the reason that I count it as a blessing to have faith in my faith to be able to deal with things like that. But the question is, what happens if that faith's not adequate at times? I'm going to need some help from people, and those people are going to be right here. They'll be soon. The behavioral health center will be able to do a lot of things for me that get me through the difficult stretches of life. And I appreciate you guys that work in this kind of a field. It's not my skill, I'll definitely tell you that. It's something that's wonderful. And I think that gratitude goes out from all of us in Norman. Because no matter what our age, we humans like to see things like growth instead of decay. This beautiful new building that we can see in front of us here on the historic Norman Porter campus is that new growth. My daughter Laura was born at the Porter campus 38 years ago. I think it's kind of cool now that here we're on the same campus, and today her father has the privilege of ushering in a new birth, the behavioral health centers. And I think that's a wonderful thing. May this center bring us joy, peace, shalom to our city. May this center stand as a monument to Norman Regional Health System's commitment to overall health in our community. And I thank you very much for coming here and honoring this opening. I'd like to introduce Commissioner Carrie Stratton Hodges, and she'll finish with her remarks.
I just want to say I'm so pleased to be here today, especially with this great group of individuals that you have here. I don't know if you realize what you have in the head of Norman Health Systems in Mr. Richie Splitt. He is actually just an amazing, really creator. And it's been as long as 5 years ago when he was talking about that he truly wanted a behavioral health campus here at the Porter location. And at the time, it was just kind of a glimmer in his eye, but he's never given up. And here we are today celebrating that. So I really want to express my appreciation and thanks and give you the kudos for continuing to have this vision and push it forward. So thank you so much for that, Richie. I also want to say, talk about a winning team to be able to have Oceans Healthcare be here to partner on this endeavor. I have worked with the leadership from Oceans for quite some time, and they are incredibly impressive. I had the ability to go visit one of their locations in Mississippi to see the kind of work that they do. And I hope this is the first of many partnerships that we have around the state with Oceans because they truly care about this work and they have a tremendous amount of integrity in what they do. So you have a great partnership here to move this forward in Norman, and I'm so excited for that. I have to say, Norman has a long history of both understanding mental health and addiction issues and being supportive of the work around helping people into recovery. It is a over 100-year history here, and this is just the next step in that history. And as was mentioned before, I want to point out that throughout everything that we do, whether it's our jobs or kids going to school or our students here at the college campus, if their mental health if they are not healthy with their brains, then none of the work that they need to do in being productive citizens and raising our kids and holding our jobs and being creative and moving industry forward cannot help and happen without a healthy brain. And so I'm really, again, so pleased to see Norman Regional understand and recognize that the brains of Norman residents are as important as their physical health care. So with that, I just want to thank you all for being here today and supporting this venture. And I'm so excited to see what it brings to you in the future. Thank you.
Well, at this time, we've wrapped up our remarks, and we have some actual groundbreaking we would like to do over here, as we also sign the beam that's for our topping out ceremony. We'll combine the two with this ground topping event today. I want to thank you all for being here, taking interest in this groundbreaking topping out ceremony that we call the ground topping. It is truly a momentous day. We are changing the healthcare landscape in Norman. Our devotion to the health and wellness of this community is represented in this facility. It's represented in the faces and the healing hands and the caring hearts of all of our healers. We're excited about our progress. We're excited about our expansion. We're excited about this project and our partnership with Oceans Healthcare. And I want to thank you all for being here to be a part of this ceremony today. And so we'll have some pictures, some groundbreaking. And again, thank you all for being here today. So we'll be first. Yeah, we want to grab a fallen.
Let's see. Grab a fallen shovel.
Yeah.
Let's see.